No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Bruins will kick it away to start us off. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Tight end now in motion. To the ground with the back. Creates a little space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. When you're called Cornhuskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throwback to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Under fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This defense got a lot of people's attention last week when they had 3 sacks. You know the offense was watching film, and they saw all these pass rushers and their abilities. They thought they had a good plan, but it's not working right now. They've already given up a sack here early in the game.
They're setting up the screen. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
And some room to work. Picks up the first down. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Nebraska! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And he added the extra point. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Handoff to the lone back. On the move at the 30. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
That's a nice-looking run. That reminds me of Jonathan Franklin, Maurice Jones-Drew, Zach Charbonnet. In recent years, they've had a lot of ability at the running back position. How about this name, though? Little-known fact. The great Jackie Robinson also played running back for UCLA. You know he's smiling down from heaven watching that last carry.
Nice move there. Turning it on. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball in the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. That's reeled in, it's Matthews. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
The Bruins with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, and I always will. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Dumps it to the back. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
On the run, deep down the right side. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Finds space on the right. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking.
Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And the Huskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To throw, it's Raiola. Pocket breaking down. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
On third down, he drops the throw. Complete out of the backfield. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Get this drive started from their own 26. Looking to throw on first down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Just got to finish the play. If you're the wide receiver, you got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He tries to take the top off. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Got his man. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. And the Bruins line up to punt it away. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's got it. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to...
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
They'll leave it with him. Across the 30, out to the 33, and gains 4 on the play. got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hunter. Still running at the 40. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And this full vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution.
There he goes. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
The Cornhuskers have this offense rolling. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll do it himself on the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense.
Touchdown, Husker! Oh, that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? You see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Oklahoma has the lead right now, but even though we've heard Boomer Sooner a bunch, this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside Memorial Stadium. They're up by 7 over Ole Miss. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Gonna take a shot. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Bruins. He got a step and just dusted the field. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. So you get stuffed on 1st down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on 2nd, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in.
And the Huskers come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Huskers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the air, it's Iamaleava. catch in the middle. It's Matthews. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Floating away. That's caught. It's Wilson. At the 35, he's loose. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. They want to throw it. Good timing on the quick out. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Going downfield for the big play. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moves to change impossible. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
So after that incompletion, 4th down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense, right? Both offenses up and down the field. The opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your first drive. I think you got to go for it here because right now nobody's playing defense. And this game very easily could come down to which team has the ball last.
They'll move the tight end. The handoff to Johnson. Got the first down and more. Turning on the Jets. Inside the and he slipped through the crowd, and Hill hops it. Touchdown, Cornhusker. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Riggs. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, UCLA.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds. The Cornhuskers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Rushes on him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Huskers will line up to punt it away. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. To the air on first down. Now improvising. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Makes the grab. It's Wilson.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
He's looking to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. At the 20. Touchdown, Nebraska. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Maleava. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it on the right. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Timeout, UCLA.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a good idea for this defense. I would be covering him, too, because he's already had a day's worth of yards. The big play out wide, man, they are finding him, and he's making productive plays. So good job by this defense recognizing that guy's not beating me anymore.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UCLA will go back to work on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense,
Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the 42.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some...
It's him in stride inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Touchdown, Bruins! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He's chased out of bounds inside the 15. They'll mark him out at his own 14-yard line. Not much on that kick return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Grabbed behind the line. It's Johnson. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Huskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Hines is way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking for a man. It's Raiola. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Bruins want to crank the tempo. You can become a star making efficient plays and getting first down, sort of like a Mark Harmon kind of way to play quarterback for the Bruins.
And then you become a big star. And in Hollywood, what a talent to do it. Obviously, create some excitement, create some momentum, go to a Rose Bowl, just do big things at UCLA.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Turning it on. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Thomas. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
You got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Here he comes. This is a gamble. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Running back searching for a hole. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Might be calling a hot route. Off play action. Fires on the move. He's got him wide open. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. The Cornhuskers are moving quickly down the field. They go to the draw. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting into the ground.
Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his hand down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Working that left side. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The toss to the outside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Huskers will hustle to the line. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Looking for his man in the middle. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take another shot here. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He's not afraid to go deep. Touchdown, Bruins! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that. No matter what they do, they're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
He was bold to bring that thing out of the end zone, but he'll go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. With the run on first and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The Bruins moving quickly to the line. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Into the end zone. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in a sudden change situation.
They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run, another good run, another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
The Huskers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Here's the give off the left side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Back to throw, it's Raiola. Quick completion on the out route. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Here we go. He'll sneak it. Got enough for the first.
And fourth and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The Cornhuskers are marching down the field. They'll give it to Johnson.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
And the ball is free on the pitch. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Making side adjustments here. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes the catch. It's Mills. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half. Around midfield, you can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big fourth down stop.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Here comes the heat. Finds his man. It's Thomas. Wide open spaces. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run. Back it up with a pass. Getting the first down. A few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a dub.
And the Bruins are in the hurry-up. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown, UCLA! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach, and that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Can't hang on, he muffs it. And he's not going to take the touchback. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Hand off from the shotgun. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Wiggles free. He'll pull it down. It's a fumble on the play. Bounced right back to them. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Out of the gun, they give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Barney. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field. Down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Hey, man, 4th and 1 at any part of the field is risky to go for, especially when you're in your own end of the field. But they did. It was a good...
Gonna take a shot at this DB. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Skips away from pressure. And the rush will get to him at the 25. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
UCLA.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, UCLA.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He wants a big play here late. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the 4th. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.